Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Teslaunch sent us a stock kit for the Tesla Model X and Model S to review, and today we'll be installing the kit on our stockless Tesla Model X. When the Model X and Model S were refreshed in 2022, one of the most controversial changes was the removal of the physical stalks for turn signals and gear selection. Although I'm personally used to the stockless experience in our Model X, I personally know people who have decided against purchasing certain Teslas solely because of the lack of stocks. After spending a few days with the kit installed, I'm almost convinced that the stocks that are provided in the Teslaunch kit are either the same units installed on the current Tesla Model Y and the previous generation Model 3, or an incredibly good copy. If you've driven a Model Y or a previous generation Model 3, then you already know how these stocks feel and function. Alright, so just to give you an overview of the functions of the stocks, if you depress the stock down, the left stock down, you'll engage the left turn signal light. If you push the left stock up, you will engage the right turn signal light. If you depress the button on the left stock, you will deploy the windshield washer fluid. If you tap the left stock button lightly, you will engage the windshield wipers once, like that. If you push the stock forward, you will engage the high beams, and if you pull the left stock back, you will honk the horn. On the right stock, with the brake depressed, if you lift the right stock up, you go into reverse, you press the button once and it goes into park. If you depress the right stock down, you'll go into drive. Again, you tap the button once, you go back into park. If you lightly depress the right stock down a little bit, you'll go into neutral. Okay. And again, tap the right stock once, you'll go back into park. The only function that does not appear to work as of the review is engaging autopilot or full self-driving from the stocks. Also, all the existing controls on the steering wheel or yoke still work. Surprisingly, the kit doesn't have many parts, and the most important part for me is the fact that these stocks do not require cutting wires or drilling holes or any other permanent alteration to the vehicle, and the entire kit can be completely removed if desired. So what does the kit come with? It comes with the stocks, an adapter that connects the stocks to the ECU, a traction cable to assist with connecting the adapter to the ECU, and 2 screws to secure one of the stock assemblies to the pre-existing holes in the steering column. As you'll see in the installation, the kit uses existing spaces and ECU wiring that feels like it was designed by Tesla to have stocks, all the way down to the pre-existing screw holes and the seamless placement of the stocks in the steering column. I'm curious why these features exist when Tesla doesn't offer a stock option for the Model X or Model S from the factory. If you're interested in purchasing this kit for your own Tesla Model X or S, I've left the link in the description below. If you use our discount code, you'll get a percentage off your purchase and help support the channel. Also, Teslaunch does have detailed instructions on their website and is responsive if you need help during the installation like we did. If you're interested in seeing how we install the kit, please keep watching. The most difficult part of the installation for us was the removal of the yoke steering wheel. Before we started, we moved the steering column to the closest position to the driver's seat and at the lowest setting. After putting the vehicle in service mode, we used a small flathead screwdriver to remove the airbag assembly and disconnected it from the steering column. We also disconnected the electrical connector between the steering column and the yoke and used an H10 socket and torque wrench to unscrew the bolt that mounts the yoke to the steering column. Next, we removed the upper plastic housing and vinyl cover. We used a T20 screwdriver to unscrew the screws holding the bottom plastic housing to the steering column. From here, we opened the panel beneath the center screen and above the phone charging base to reveal the ECU port. We taped the provided adapter to the traction cable and snaked it between the ECU port and the stocks. The adapter connects the stocks to the ECU. Next, we installed the stocks on the steering column using what appears to be pre-existing areas for stocks that were already on the vehicle. We used a T15 screwdriver to connect the provided screws on the backside of the right stock assembly Next up, we connected the adapter to each side of the stalks. The shorter one went onto the right stalk and the longer one went onto the left stalk. Next, we installed the plastic cap that came with the kit. The difference between this version of the cap and the one that came with the vehicle is this one has openings for the stalks, but otherwise it looks like it came from the factory. And then after ensuring the stalks were working, we reinstalled everything. So far, we're really happy with this kit. The stalks look and feel like they came with the car, and it's easier to use the turn signals on the stalks rather than the buttons on the yoke for us. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.